Hi and welcome to this Sagittarius March 2025 additional eclipse reading. I have been keeping track of these cards that came out and will remember for the reading, but it didn't feel right to leave them out. So yeah, welcome. Glad you're here, glad you found this channel, glad you're back. And we'll look at a channel reading in the first part. In the second part, we will look at a relationship dynamic. So let's get started right away. Ooh, very nice. 9 of Cups. That's the way to go. That's the way to start a reading, Sagittarius. Very beautiful card. This is really about figuring out our happiness, our emotional independence, our ability to really create those positive experiences without any outside help necessarily, the ability to be able to be balanced at the end of the day through a diversity of different emotions. This is the ability to create joy. It's a very, very beautiful card. So we might be really indulging in having joyful moments, really seizing the moment, really living the day, like carpe diem type of energy. We might be allowing ourselves to make wishes happen, you know, where we have control over things, where it's like, oh, I always wanted to have that life where I can just wake up and have a good time and to take a walk in the sun, or, you know, we find joy in the little things as well. So it's really a quest to find joy and to create joy. So this is a very beautiful card. It can be a card of wish fulfillment, but it's more about us being able to create that good feeling, that serotonin and all those hormones within ourselves that make us feel light and fun and open and playful. Nice, very nice. The Hangman. Oh yeah, maybe this has been somewhat of a process. Maybe this has been something that has been building up out of a situation that kept us a little confined, or where we felt like there is a big need to let go, also on a spiritual level. The Hangman is a very freeing card for me, even though it doesn't look like it during the process, but it is a reminder to really search deeper within for freedom and to come to the realization time and time again that there is no such thing, and I love this in the Crowley deck, as sacrifices, as quote-unquote bad experiences, as confinements or restrictions. There is only life and how we react to it. And life brings us into certain situations that might feel uncomfortable or restrictive, or might keep us in a place where we cannot move until we can move again. It is a reminder of the ever-changing physical body and mind and spiritual mind. It is a reminder of the ever-transforming essence of life, which is here symbolized by this snake that is tying this foot around the Ankh, which is a symbol of life. So yeah, and about also gaining stability and strength through confinement and constrictment. Is constrictment the word? Confinement. it is quite a freeing card in my book, and it is a card of Pisces. We have 2 Pisces energies here, so maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, or Pisces is a big deal. We also just came out of we're coming out of Pisces season, so Pisces is rounding up the astrological year before we start anew. So it is very much about letting go on a much deeper level, like on a full scale, like really shedding. Really, he's hanging there naked. He's like, until I don't let go of everything that's been given to me on this physical plane, I will not be able to go as deep as to understand what life is all about. And life is all about joy. I mean, that's just in my experience. It's not that life is joy, but it is, the main focus is creating that good feeling. And sometimes you have to let go of every expectation, and that is also the Hanged Man, which is, as I said, again, such a freeing energy often. I love this card. Every time I see this card in the Crowley deck, I'm just like, oh yeah, right, this is actually such a good card. It might often feel like we've come such a long way. But yeah, it's just, also we want to worship life in all its forms when we have this card. It's also about worshiping nature and the animals especially. It's a weird and interesting connection that Crowley draws with this card, like worshiping animals as something sacred. And I get intense tingles while I'm saying that, so yeah. I've been meditating a lot in these last couple of weeks, and I have a lot of, maybe some of you guys have experience with meditation, I have a lot of tingling sensations through my body when I'm meditating. It's very interesting. I mean, I do experience ASMR as well, so it is something that I'm quite sensitive to, but yeah. Okay, so what, oh wow, this is intense. The Hermit, Pisces, Virgo. So this is exactly what's happening now with the full moon in Virgo, as I was saying. Yeah, we do have the full moon in Virgo, and we do have, we are coming to that place, and the 3 of Cups as well. So this is amazing. This is really a very personal and intimate quest with yourself, of understanding how to create the good feelings and really putting that first and really prioritizing that. The 3 of Cups is abundance, the 9 of Cups is joy or happiness also. But this is an internal, very much an internal process here. Very, very much about maybe your spiritual development, not maybe, for sure. We have the Hermit and the Hanged Man. It's both very, very spiritual cards. Going on an exploration within, growing from within, understanding the full potential from within, which is the Hermit, the full potential to create with every step you take, create your own path, and expand. And I'm saying that because we have the nine of Cups, and the 9th house is Sagittarius, so it's a lot about expansion as well. Wow, this is very, very beautiful energy. Very beautiful energy. This eclipse season might be just such a pleasurable moment of experiencing your deeper true self again in such a nice way. This is awesome. I will write down that this is a beautiful moment for your reading. It's beautiful, very pleasurable. All right, so let's see. I don't think relationships are very prominent right now in your, it's not your priority, obviously, with these cards. I think feeling good with people surrounding you, yes, Three of Cups, but I don't think like really relying on generating those feelings by connecting to specific people on the outside. It's not what the focus is right now. But let's see, maybe there's a person on your mind or a person that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be romantic. Four of Wands, ooh, huh. There is certainly people surrounding you or a certain person surrounding you that is very much representing, I think, a very joyful and fun and open and at the same time stable place for you. Four of Wands. It could be a soulmate type of energy, twin flame energy, but it's very light-hearted, very fun, very balanced, playful, celebrative energy. It could be feeling like, oh, this is a counterpart that I can really relate to. It's very passionate, it's very like inspiring and fun. Good feelings. I mean, yes, we have so many good feelings here. So this is at least what we are attracting. Of course, when we're in such a nice energy with ourselves, this is more easy to attract, yes. And with the King of Coins, there is a lot of stability in that, even though you're going, I think, through a very spiritual time right now. It is still very grounded and stable and grounded in reality. King of Coins. Wow, this is amazing. Where are all the Sagittariuses that I can meet and date? Call me. This is write me an email. This is really, this is fun. I mean, there is fun people around you and you're really in a place where like, yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm ready to invest in something that feels just right for me, you know, just right for me. And that's the Four of Wands. It's just the right thing for me. Maybe somebody is having a family already, but you don't care. You're like, oh, I would love to be part of it. It seems like fun. Maybe somebody is coming with kids and a dog. Just what I see here in this card. You're like fascinated. It seems like you're fascinated. Oh, the devil. Well, okay. It was too good to be true. There is, unfortunately, this element of control that's coming in. There is an element of maybe this idea of the perfect environment or perfect person for us is controlling us. We of course need to be careful because this is gonna keep us from staying stable. It's just what it is, you know. The Devil card in a relationship reading is never a really good thing. It's like you cannot really, you know, twist it in a way where it's like, yeah, this is good. I mean, people do and readers do, but it's really getting us into dependencies that we don't want to have on a regular basis. Of course, sometimes we get obsessive about a thing. Sometimes there is dynamics that are unhealthy. But it shouldn't be a permanent thing. It shouldn't be it should only maybe be a temporary thing, or we should be aware of it. It could even be an obsession with finding this perfect person, or an obsession because there is nothing such as being perfect, you know, and maybe that is an obsession that we have right now. It has to be a certain way and not another way, and it needs to stay that way, and it needs to be like that forever and ever. That's maybe that is because the devil is just like holding on to something for dear life and beyond. It's like there is no letting go, there is no loosening the grip, there is just force. Which becomes oppressive, which becomes restrictive, and which doesn't allow us to let go and grow and go other directions. And it traps us. It's very tempting, you know, it's like the temptation is constant. It's like we cannot say no to it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But it's also a trap, and it is trapping us, and we don't want to get trapped. So this is such a weird reading, because on your general side it's exactly the opposite, like trying to not get trapped by that. Maybe that is the big contrast here that we are working ourselves through in March. With the Two of Swords, there's still an ability to not get too emotional about this from both sides with a person, and be diplomatic about a situation, and not get into a conflict because of this. But it seems quite obsessive. It seems quite obsessive, I have to say. And yeah, it could be that it depends on who's the feminine and who is the masculine energy here, but the feminine energy could be the feminine component of this interaction and relation is more of the binding and, let's say, unhealthy part. Somebody who wants to, or something within ourselves or another person who wants things to not change, or stay in just one direction and no other. It is, I mean, the devil is, especially in this deck, you know, it is some sense of hell. That's we're kept in hell. It's trapping us in a situation. So especially in this deck, it's such a devilish fire hell type of energy, and it's very feminine, this devil. So yeah, sexual attraction could be off the charts also, which could be quite binding. But yeah, there's still, with the Two of Swords, a mutual understanding, I think, and there can be a common ground can be found. And I think both people come from the same place, just different directions, if you know what I mean. This is such a good deck. I always say it. I use it far too little. Please check out the description box for all the decks that I'm using. But yeah, this is what I have for you. I think that's it. It's an interesting reading. Thanks so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment. Check out the description box for all the things that I'm doing. I'm also a musician and an artist, and I do all types of things, mostly in Vienna, Austria, but also sometimes I travel. And I hope that, yeah, you check out my stuff and come back. Until then, take care, like, subscribe, comment, as I said, and have a good one. Bye.